Is there any other hero that's like that? I mean, Mars Spear, technically.
Not like that, but with an AA, you like to have heroes that do a lot of damage, have a stun in the lane. We already saw one CK today. That's kind of the laning partner of the AA, so it would be cool to see if.
Yeah, since they're both banned, it kind of sucks not to see these traditionals.
Only 10 seconds.
But let's see what spawn team goes for first. We've seen a lot of disruptors pop up, but this could also be a Mirana playing the 5, so a 4 pick could be open. Rubik could be okay here. Then again, so is this hero. Hoodwink has had a lot of good success so far here at the Southeast Asia tournament. 16 picks, 50%.
This is a good pick against the AA lane. Mirana is also solid because you can dodge the stuns, get away. But Hoodwink is one of those heroes that can just pull the AA a little bit closer to her teammate. So now Spawn actually have ways of punishing this AA. It wouldn't even surprise me if XERXIA are like, screw it, put this AA in the position 4 role in the offlane, because it's gonna get beat up in the safe lane most likely.
Not gonna have a great time. Beastmaster gonna be brought up here. We've got the lockdown against the Morph. We also have the vision against the Hoodwink, the damage output for the lane. But until Morphling picks up the shard, the Beastmaster Roar is only going to be efficient until then. Maybe in some openings, if you're able to fully lock down the Morphling, like with a silence, a hex, or something like that, like Ancient Apparition could. Though that is already super late game if you get a hex on this hero. And more stuns for XERXIA.
Okay, they really hate this Morphling, but this is a really good stun against range heroes.
That is a great hero for Morphling to morph into as well. I don't know why they're picking the Shaker against the Morph.
I mean, Shaker used to be the Morphling counter before the Aghanims was introduced, so you know it's not that bad. But yeah, turning into a Shaker would be really big. You know, not only because of the spells, but the status resistance is big too.
1.5 minutes for spawn team. Still 2 more picks to go. Since they already have Jacroy's hero. Mang Daya basically looking for what he wants to play. I mean, he's gone for... The Dawnbreaker is still in the pool.
This is a tied game for me. I think it's a perfect Tidehunter game.
It's not bad. That's true. The AA is kind of annoying against the, I mean, for the Dawnbreaker. So what would be, but yeah, actually, yeah, it is actually a pretty good Tidehunter game. It goes nicely with the Hoodwink too.
Nicely with the Hoodwink, very good against Shaker, very good against Beastmaster. Tusk is somewhat a nuisance too, but not that big of a deal.
They're gonna leave their option open for now. They're gonna go for the puck.
Okay, so I think you ban out those blink initiator. The Tide plus 1 blink initiator you ban if you're XERXIA. So Tide plus a Sand King, let's say. Considering that you don't have a last pick, something like a Sand King can definitely surprise you if you're going for, let's say, for a illusion-based hero. But he gets rid of the Dawn first.
Ah, there goes the Dawn. It's been a really fun hero to watch lately. All these professional Dawnbreaker players with their carries and their off lanes.
I don't know if I would like to play a Dawn though. You are playing against an AA, no heals are going to be coming out. Dawn is very good at turning the fight around. Yeah, could be a good hero here with the Blink Shard, but it's still going to be an off-lane hero. So it doesn't have to be that you have a perfect game.
Dire's ban.
They're going to get rid of the Drow. And there goes the Tidehunter. So both of our suggestions are down the bin. Doesn't leave us with a lot of off-lane heroes anymore. There's a lot of them banned.
They'll respond to the XERXIA pick. I think that's now the approach from spawn. There isn't like a clear pick that is super good here. You just wait to see the enemy safe laner, and then you pick accordingly.
The Shaker is pretty good against the hero that I thought about for a while, the Visage. Even despite the Wraith Pact nerf, there's a lot of physical damage output on the enemy side, so... Meepo! Whoa! Okay, well, finishing the tournament off with a bang, that is definitely a hero you do not get to see every day.
So what is the play now?
What is that reaction, Harry? It's a Meepo!
I'm super happy. I'm just thinking
I'm
what the Spawn
so...
team get because it's a really good meepo
It's
game.
been a long day. It's been a long day to understand. We're gonna get the Elder Titan, of course. ET is also a very good pickup here. But holy damn. We're gonna get ourselves a meepo game. No matter what happens in this game, this is definitely gonna look into... it's gonna be a fun game to cast because I haven't cast a meepo game in forever.
You have one job in this game if you're 4 Heroes of XERXIA. Kill the Elder Titan. That's it. Kill this guy and the Meepo deals with everyone else. Look at the Heroes of Spawn. Mirana, Hoodwink, Morphling. You get one net on neither one of those heroes. They are immediately dead. This is such a cool Meepo game. The only thing that is problematic for him is the Elder Titan, but there are no saves for Spawn team. You have a Roar. You have an AA Blast. Who cares about the Morphling? Kill the Elder Titan. Meepo will do the rest. This is beautiful. It just... is a problem if I don't know how many Meepo games Asta has played lately, and that can be a problem. You really need to be on point with this hero when it comes to micro.
Well, that is a very, very fair assessment. Meepo definitely does have a good game, but this Elder Titan is massively good against this hero too, removing almost all of the armor, and the Earth Splitter also a deadly weapon versus this hero. And they definitely have the burst damage to just blow up a singular Meepo whenever they spot him on the map. So, Asta, you better show us what you can do with this hero because, you know, a good Meepo game can look wondrous. But it can also go horribly wrong and take the complete different direction. I'm just happy we got a Meepo game. Like, this is a great way to end the day, to be honest.
Great way to end the tournament for Spawn team as well. I mean, putting the smiles on our faces. I'm very happy that they're going for this one. I would be really glad that they managed to mount up.
I mean, they're still gonna play. They have playoffs.
Yeah, of course, of course. What? XERXIA? XERXIA are out, Panda.
Yeah, XERXIA are out. That's why they go for the Meepo.
Yeah.
All right. Bit of a pause to start things off with. We're not getting any all-chat banter for this Meepo pick. Might as well, I mean, refresh ourselves with what Meepo actually does. Since a lot of people are like, what does this Meepo hero do these days? The basic Earthbind, which used to be the net. We've got ourselves the Poof, which hasn't really changed. It's pure damage. And Ransack, I think this is the more interesting one. The basically inbuilt lifesteal mechanic for the Meepo. And it also heals the other Meepos as well. For if one of them is doing damage and healing with Ransack, every other Meepo is also getting healed.
Yeah, well, that is kind of the idea of the hero. If one of your Meepos is low, you're pulling him out. But if you're attacking with the rest of them, the other one can rejoin very fast because he's being healed up. It's not as much heal as you would expect on, let's say, a lone druid, but it adds up and it allows you to farm the jungle without much issue. Plus, also, one thing that we didn't touch upon when it comes to the Meepo, given that we don't see him, is that Wraith Bands got massively buffed. So that's gonna be something that he's gonna be gunning for and something that this hero thrives on.
Yeah, he's already going for 2 to start things off with for these early stats. And those are going to benefit the hero by quite a lot. There's also the fact that we have the Pack Rat talent for 25. Can equip any item in the neutral item slot. So if this game ends up going super late, there's a 7-item Meepo.
Why didn't they just name it, you can equip the neutral items? Backrat, like what the hell?
It has to be a Meepo theme because it's unique for him, you know? He's making a lot of noise here. Okay, now he stops.
30 seconds to battle.
So I don't like that name of the I like the name, but I don't like that it doesn't immediately explain when you go over the talents.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't seen Meepo talents for quite a long time. They're actually pretty good.
He's got some pretty crazy talents on this hero. He's trying to bait them into a Poof here. Gotta get that early damage. It actually does quite a lot onto a hero like Hoodwink, but Meepo is taking a couple hits from Mamang Daya. But the real action is actually happening at the bottom rune, which is gonna be a first blood for Spawn team to take for Jacroy. Jacroy starting off with a kill. Last game, did we even see Jacroy get a kill? He got a flesh heap stack very late on into the game of the Pudge, so
That wasn't looking good, but that's a good start. Traven's getting the arrow into an Earth Shaker with boots. Just very nicely placed there. He didn't see it from the tree, and then it was an easy grab.
Looking at the mid matchup quickly, the puck and the tusk. Nah, we want to look at top.
Next.
Meepo is down 100 HP. He's not having a great time versus the lull here on this Hoodwink. Just constant pressure.
Yeah, you're up against the Elder Titan and the Hoodwink. That's gonna be so much damage going your way. Hoodwink starting off with the Blightstone, understandable considering that you're just gonna be punching them in the face.
Yeah. Vito battling against Jacroy as this Morphling will actually gone for the Axis level 1, which again is gonna be really good with that Amplify against heroes like Morph. The Wave, however, has been dragged all the way behind the tower for the Shaker to get level 2. So Rapido, constant pressure here. He's got 6 stacks of Wild Axes onto the Morphling. He could go for 2 more. He's looking for it. He's got it. Jacroy, 23 HP. The next Axes are going to be pretty deadly because he's already on full max strength gain here right now. So Rapido, oh, he can't actually find him anymore. So it's going to reset the stacks now.
But that was 22 damage on the Morphling. He was never gonna be getting any CS. This time around, though, when we see the Puck Tusk lane, Puck is doing so much better than last time around. Ken, he got used to it. It was the exact same matchup as in the last game, but this time around, Ken is doing much better in terms of CS. Top lane, they are gonna continue to apply pressure now with the Hoodwink being level 2. The real kind of power spike comes out once the Elder Titan is level 3, but even before that, you can see how much damage they can do.
He does a lot of damage, but here Karma trying to save his buddy. The Ancient Apparition, Dalol just one hit away. The Duke's around the trees. Ancient Apparition, he finally finds Jaja, and he gets a bit of a turnaround, but does he enable the kill for Asta? No, he doesn't. He can't quite get it. The web's available. Poof load up here. Isn't enough. One more hit. Asta needs it. He will get it, but he will lose his life. Mamang Daya will find one for the Elder Titan as well. Gets the solo XP and the solo gold for that 1v1 kill.
Yeah, and he's gonna have level 2 in Astral Spirit right now. That's where the damage really kicks in. Even on support Elder Titans, people get 2 points in those because it's such a huge buff. Ja Bonbon this time around lives though.
Yeah, if that waveform connected, they could have body blocked the Shaker, and they had Adaptive Strike ready for the kill. But not gonna happen this time. And oh, Ancient Apparition. Just the softest an ice cream. I honestly have to think for a reference for a while. I mean, we've been live for 9 hours. My brain is just simply not functioning anymore.
I actually have a friend that calls the AA ice cream in Serbian still, but yeah, that would be the translation.
Structures are fortified.
I think we have something of a similar one for the AA and Finnish. Not entirely sure. People just usually call AA or ah. Rapido down to the bot lane. Travis and Jacroy finding success.
Rapido is like maybe from all the pain. He's gonna be screaming there because it's not gonna be looking good for him here in the bottom lane. He had actually he had chances of killing Jacroy there at the start, but now this Morphling is off to an awesome beginning.
Yeah, every lane is looking pretty good. Tusk, however, Ken is already at 31 CS here. Really popping off against this Puck in this mid lane.
Whenever Ken is doing super well, the rest of his team is not doing that great. So if he would go even, maybe XERXIA are gonna start playing a little bit better.
You are stuck with your scripts. Gonna get the root onto the Elder Titan. Asta doesn't get to trade too many hits off here. He's got 2 points in Puff, but the ET just right-clicks so much harder. He right-clicks for 150, Meepo for 63. Triple the damage.
And that's a Meepo with 12 armor under the tower. He's still crushing him.
Yeah.
Insane.
He's gonna attempt again. Among they are trying to dodge the poof damage while right-clicking the Meepo at the same time.
And you're like, the second Meepo, and the Elder Titan is also like, the second Meepo, and I'm gonna crush you even more.
Yeah. A bigger stack.
Puck is coming over. They have no vision of
They caught the Meepo too, and that's the... Yeah, there we go. Couldn't micro the other into safety. There wasn't really any protection there in that lane. An ancient apparition also down. Ken rotating in, wants to kill Dalol, but he does get a bushwhack off just in time. Trying to juke in the trees with the scurry, and he will. Ken can't find him.
Oh, he's going from among Dia. I won't be able to get the connection.
Would have needed the
That's a weird rotation from the Puck. Pota2 wasn't even level 6 when he came to the top lane. A couple of creeps died, he got level 6. And in the end, he just forced out the Tusk rotation. I'd say that's actually pretty good, considering that the lane wasn't going the greatest for him.
That was a pretty pog rotation. Just pure calculation. Yeah, I guess unexpected. You could put it that way. Like you see the Puck's level 5, and like your mid player's probably just not giving any information. Like, yeah, he's level 5. He's not any problem. Oh, he's suddenly here. Oh, we're dying. The top lane and attempting again. Oh. Asta is not enjoying at all. Both of these Meepos taking a beating. This last pick, Elder Titan. Scary.
It's gonna be even scarier.
Imagine when you get all of the Meepos jumping on one target and then Elder Titan casts 1W. You get so much damage from it. They got the coil. Beastmaster on the other side of the fissure wall. Dropped down by Job on Bond, but on the other side, the grass is just as green. So you gotta pick your side to fall in.
I remember a tournament like 2-3 years ago. There was a Meepo versus Elder Titan. And actually, when the Meepo was dead, the team was winning fights. But when the Meepo was alive, the Elder Titan was just killing everyone.
Yeah.
That's how it went.
Sounds about right.
Pretty much what the case is. And Mamang Dai is going for an Axe immediately. I'm curious to see if he gets the Echo Saber first and then disassembles it. I feel like that would be the better approach.
Smoke up coming from the ET and the Hoodwink, heading towards the jungle. There is a Meepo currently farming. He's not getting too much experience at the current time. And wanting to take a look at it, but they're going for Ken. Spirit already popping for that extra movement speed and the damage from Among Daya. He's got the shards to block them away, but the Bushwhack will connect. And the Snowball is going to seal his fate. He's going to try to walk away, but not going to get close to Roshan and that coil. He's just gonna sacrifice himself, knowing that he's dead.
He's gonna choose when and how he dies at least. But still does go down. That's the guy that was having a really good time in the lane. Morphling taking some damage, but Jacroy is gonna be okay. They can't finish him off. He still has a wave for him to play with. But on top lane,
it's not looking too healthy. Oh, 9 HP. It's not gonna be enough, is it? Yeah, it's not. It's just not gonna do any good. ET with Dalol. Both Mamang Daya and Dalol having fun in that top lane. I mean, this is one of those rare games where you actually get to pick Elder Titan as a core, and it's perfect. Yeah, they just killed Jacroy.
Nah, that was you spoke about perfect. That's a perfect spell usage. Ken comes over, you get the fissure out with the snowball, and just no way for Jacroy to stay alive. They were constantly trying to go for that kill on Jacroy, but he was staying just healthy enough. They can't finish him off with just the fissure stun. But as soon as Ken comes, that changes.
Be some very slow work with the jungling here for Asta. But small steps forward. While in the bottom lane, Ken with his DD about to run out. Coil snaps on the Shaker. Beastmaster, he does have a roar available. He's going to use it. Jacroy is dead. That's a good one-for-one trade. Pota2 still battling it out with Shop on Bond. He's down to 80 HP. Juking around, has 8 stick charges too. He's still holding on to them. He wants to bait them. Travis being spotted and into the arms of the Marana. Ooh, he ends up getting killed. And Tusk, he's got another Walrus Punch available. Oh, he went out of vision. He's outside of the Sentry Ward. Oh, Marana's gonna get out. Dodging another Illusory Orb. He does have a full mana pool, though. He would love to use some of his abilities, but just not getting the chance. Oh, he takes down Travis. Oh, this is so goofy.
Yeah, the dodges of the parkour were amazing, especially with the shaker. But I feel like with that juke, he actually baited Ken to die in the end. So it might have been better if he had just accepted his destiny, died, and allowed Ken to escape there. Because of him surviving, Ken had this idea, let's kill the Marana, and in the end, successful at that, not successful at surviving.
Yeah. Marana still decided to walk back like, oh, I can actually help you here. Oh no. Died. Find an an ancient apparition at the top lane, and Mamangdaya lifts his hand in the air, grabs his briefcase, and slaps him.
No briefcase, he just has a big...
Oh, he has a briefcase. It's somewhere there.
Oh, really?
He is called the briefcase, dude.
But I've always seen that as the stapler.
The stapler, okay. Yeah, I think that's just as correct. We always refer to him as the man with the briefcase.
He is going for an Echo Saber first, though, so it makes sense. The double attack with the Elder Titan is actually quite strong. If you time it properly, you know, you stop the attack and you slow people down, you're gonna get the third attack quite easily as well into any hero that doesn't have a lockdown for you.
Yeah. That too, and later on with the cleave talent, getting a lot of stacks off of heroes like, you know, the Meepo, the rest of them. That is just going to be an insane amount of damage. That's a quick burst. Jacroy, AA blasted. Snowball almost there. The saving fissure. Well, not the saving fissure, but the it's a bit of a blocking fissure. The Echo Slam, though, will be able to catch him. Job on Bond just walked into him. Ken, though, he is about to drop here versus Pota 2. He just has a snowball available. Just doesn't get the cast off on time. Shaker's going to have to take the DD rune away.
Stands his ground there on the... on Ken, but yeah, a job on one.
Yeah, nowhere to go. Pota 2 with the puck. Just gonna clean him out. 6:03 right now. What is our Meepo looking like? He's still 4th in net worth despite the 3 deaths, and he's actually ahead of Jacroy's Morphling.
Yeah, Jacroy has been dying there after the laning stage ended, so obviously those deaths are gonna be a little bit more important than the early ones on the Meepo.
They're putting some pressure into this mid lane. Jaja and Ken. Ken level 10 currently on this Tusk, the 2nd highest level in the game.
One thing to think about also is the natural order with the Hoodwink there. Mamangdaya might not even need to commit sometimes, and the Hoodwink will just murder people because the magic resistance is over the Astral Spirit. You don't really need to get close for that to be applied.
Yep. Shabanbon trying to run away. There's an attempt by both Mamangdaya and the Lul. Looking for the stomp and the sharpshooter. Bushwhack is still so much better than the ET stomp. But ET stomp in team fights is a crazy good ability. Special. Oh. Nice jukes here. Almost drops in the bottom lane. They're hunting the puck, which is the bigger kill. Oh, he's going to use phase shifts. That's so easy to dodge, but then you have the roar available. So one LT for another. Jaja gets the kill and Pota 2.
Not gonna be able to dodge the roar. Speed of sound.
All right.
Way too problematic for him. The reason Shaker survived on the top lane is because he used his enchant totem and stopping the animation so many times, and he didn't allow the other Titan to get close. So very nicely done by Zhao Bonbon. If he hadn't played that perfectly, he would be dead on top.
Elder Titan using his Astral Spirit to go through 2 heroes, a creep wave, and a neutral camp, and he's already got 350 bonus damage.
Zhao Bonbon is hunting Jacroy. Look at this.
Echo, Echo. Oh. Yep, he's got it. The tumbler toy.
So
Everything left is just a wet puddle. Oh, okay. He's gonna die for it, but man, totally worth it. Totally worth it. These are the things that are still keeping you in the game, because even if Meepo had a really, really rough start to the game, so is the Morphling. The carry matchup is both of them being slowed down, and Meepo actually now taking top net worth.
Yep, very close to it. Only the Elder Titan is ahead of him, and considering the Meepo's farming pace, he's going to be getting on top of him in no time once this ancient camp is gone. XERXIA have been able to stabilize the game. Meepo still isn't ahead, which is something that this hero needs. Though I haven't seen it for a long time. In this game, Pretty much, he can be on par with the enemy heroes. It just needs to be the Elder Titan dead.
And Elder Titan also one piece towards Aghanims already. Ken steeping in very aggressively in the front. Did have Jaja on the side. Trying to catch the lull in the shards. Not going to get the connection. Looking at Karma. Where is the real Meepo? Never mind about that. There's a sharpshooter flying in to take down Jaja and an arrow. That's another arrow. They've got so many projectiles to throw. Meepo currently with a Link Dagger. He's found the Morphling. Oh, he's going to try to take down Jackroy, but Jackroy turns in and goes the web, throws the web himself.
Very nicely done by Jackroy. In the mid lane, the fight is still going on, though.
Massive battle here. The lull just get Walrus punched into the air. Bushwhack into the arrow. Among the yacht to help him out. Meepo finally gets a piece of the action. That's going to be his first actual team fight kill. And onto the Elder Titan 2. That's a double kill for Asta.
And if they can get the mid lane tower, it's big because you have a Meepo lineup. You need to open up the Roche. The mid lane tower is what's keeping you away from it, so they're probably gonna commit for it. Finally, Asta with the Blink Dagger being a problem in these fights, and Elder Titan not going for the disassemblance there on the Echo Saber will mean that his Aghanims, he needs a lot more time to get it.
Right, and Karma seems to be out of harm's way, continuing his farm work here. What does he build next? The old Meepo used to go for an E-Blade, but now the per damage is maybe a bit different.
I think Scythe or Aghanims. He bought another Dragonlance. Okay, he's going full in on stats. But Aghanim Scepter is something that you want to see. It is a necessary item for him for sure.
Is a second D-Lance actually worth it compared to the Wraith Band?
I don't think so. I don't think so. It has been changed now. It gives more agility. It's better for the Meepo, but yeah, I would have liked the Hex. I just think that neither the Morphling nor the Puck could deal well with that one. Yeah,
the Puck especially, because they're kind of struggling with the lockdown right now. How do we keep this hero in place? AA gets a turnaround on Travis. 1-for-1 trade coming out as they're able to combo up with that AA blast.
I think Jackroy should be creating space from among Daya here in this game, because he's not going to be the one dealing with the Meepo. It's actually going to be the Elder Titan, and Mamang Daya needs some time still to finish his Aghanim Scepter, but he is getting close. So XERXIA, ideally, if they want to be ahead, if they want to take over this game, they need to take the Roche down before there's an Axe on the Elder Titan, because that's when the game becomes very scary.
What I liked about the old Morphling, now that we've gone through a lot of historics today, was the support Morphling, or the offlane Morphling, where you rush Blink Dagger and go full Adaptive Strike and stun for 4 seconds.
It can't be done any longer because you need the good laning phase for your offlaners. It was good when it wasn't that big of a deal, but nowadays offlaners turn into cores, so...
You know, otherwise, yeah, that could be Jackroy being the kind of a space creator type hero. They've got a lot of bursts here for Job on Bon. First they throw the Marana arrow, and then they follow up with a sharpshooter. It's like anybody is going to die to that damage. AA blast onto Jackroy. Ken comes up as well. Ow, he's going to die to the dots unless he's got something to save him with. Doesn't look like this Morphling's going to live. Very good snipe.
Comes at a cost, but you're okay with that.
And that was without a ward too. That was just a straight up guess. They had information that he's gonna be there, but is he gonna be there for that long?
I think if Ken didn't get greedy, wanting to kill both of them, they're going with the snowball onto the Marana, that he might actually get out. He would be in a better position to start running away towards the outpost, and then the Beastmaster and the Meepo would be somewhere in the vicinity to possibly bail him out.
Meepo going for Scotty.
I'm not sure about the full-on stats. It hinders your ability to make plays. The time where Meepo started being a factor in the game is when he got the blink. But going full-on stats means that without Roche, you're not going to be a factor in the game.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about the talent build that he's going to go for, because he could always get poof damage. It's going to give you plus 30 pure damage times all the meepos that you have. Earthbind basically works as an MKB.
That one he doesn't want.
Yeah, there's no
There's
need
no
for
reason.
it. There's-
Only Hoodwink, but who cares? She dies from the poof.
Yeah, and the butterfly from Morphling, but Morphling still takes a reasonable amount of damage from that poof combo. Still.
You have answers to the morph. You need to just find ways for you to stay alive.
Yeah, the evasion will work as the other option versus the Elder Titan, at least. Maybe
For
he
sure.
misses one of those hits.
They're targeting Pota too, and now they're gonna see him.
Yep. Hey, blast is there. Shop on Bond. Oh, the Echo Slam. Okay, there was just a pure guess that we're hoping it would land, but it's not going to. Here we have Jacroy turning into a Shaker. He's got the Enchant Totem available. He could deal these big hits. 1 TP out, 2 TP out. And he's gonna leave the Granite Golem behind. They're actually gonna let them chill until the
Axe
fuck
is-
finally decides to.
Axe is done on Mamong Daya. Now this is a beast. You don't have an Aegis on Karma. That's one thing that I think XERXIA need to put more emphasis on. Playing Meepo without the Roche, you're just a farming machine. You're not threatening anyone's life because they know if you come over, the Elder Titan will just come in and crush you.
Yeah, I agree. This Morphling is yeah, I mean, sorry, this Meepo is getting bigger the whole time, but he's not really a huge threat. He's not a nuisance to spawn. Usually the Meepos that you see are constantly hunting for pickoffs, and that was back in the days of the E-Blade. You blink E-Blade, blow him up with poof. I never saw you coming.
Even now, I mean, other than that 2 engagements, 2 skirmishes that he was part of when he bought the blink, this blink dagger hasn't done anything for him. 0 effect.
Yeah, he farms faster.
Barely.
Can blink from a camp to another. This is only a mobility item, but it's true. It's not really threatening spawn. They're still farming happily around the map. Looks like they're stacking up right now. And the smoke is on Travis, which will be popped. Rapido already pushing out the mid wave. Here,
Hey, Blast
trouble
was
in
used.
top. Fissure is on cooldown, so shop on Bon. Won't instantly be able to throw another one. He is going to TP away, and so is Jaja. He's already back to the fountain. Rapido in the mid lane. While Meepo continues to farm. He's got that Scotty ready. They're staying.
Scan.
2 second cooldown on the teleport. Job on Bon. Spotted, and he's out. Ken, he is not lucky they found the big one.
Actually, the puck didn't see the shaker. If he did, he would have used the coil. The big reason they knew exactly where their enemies were is because this high ground Tinker Ward. They didn't see anyone hiding there in the trees. They're coming from the line. They know they've either TP'd or they're in the jungle. And XERXIA, they're gonna use this to go for a smoke. They need to defend Roche. That's a good AA blast.
Oh, and this is just like from a tournament we've seen back in the day. It's not $1 million Echo Slam. It's not a $5 million Echo Slam, but it is a XERXIA special. And they're going to jump straight into the Roche pit, maybe take it for themselves. Bushwhack on every single Meepo illusion. Hoodwink for 11 HP, but it's going to be Asta with the Aegis. How simple is it? Sometimes the smallest things, the most simple things are the most beautiful ones. And that is your classic AA Blast
Panda, it's
Echo
a 6
Slam.
million Echo Slam. It's a 6 million Echo Slam. How can you get that?
All right. All right, Harry.
Radiant's middle tower is
Dota legacy being destroyed here as we speak. But anyways, though, XERXIA, they get a really big fight for themselves. I don't know what Spawn were thinking, to be honest. I don't know why they needed the Roche for themselves. It's not like their lineup is reliant on it, and they just give an opening to XERXIA to overtake the game. We're talking about the Meepo Roche, and finally he has it.
Gonna catch Jaja in the river. It's an easy AA pickoff for Spawn. That's gonna start things off with. Technically, I wasn't wrong with the 6 million because I did talk first about 1 million and then 5. So don't
Oh, okay,
put the
sorry,
blame
sorry.
on me.
Sorry, I just couldn't.
It's just a
put,
reference. We all know
all
what
one
was
together.
happening.
Anyways, though, they
Always trying to shift the blame on me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, well, battling against the Hoodwink here. Asta is pretty much perma-stunned, but he's got his other assistants to do the work for him. They're going to take down Mamang Daya as well, so this ET not able to get the results done. Oh, these Earthbinds ain't quite connecting onto Pota 2.
Yeah, a little bit too heavy for the little Meepo to throw far enough to connect on the puck. That Shaker Fissure almost saved the Hoodwink's life, and then, you know, if the Hoodwink survives, gets out, you can re-engage. Okay, Karma is just in, he's not gonna stop. Oh, he messed up.
No, there was a silence from Puck.
Oh, beautiful.
Puck just went for a Waning Rift, and all the other Meepos just got silenced.
My bad.
Oh, but he is gonna destroy the illusion. Nice. And that's gonna be Ken dying. He's stuck between two shards and a fissure wall and the range racks. Oh, that's not a good place to die. Karma, still looking for another opener here. Force Stabs are really being a nuisance for him. He's low on HP with all of them.
Here comes the
And there's
Titan.
the Aegis, and here is the Earth Splitter gonna be popping. And it only gonna hit one of them, but look at the damage from Mamang Daya. He's got plus 452. And oh boy, does he smack him hard. He's coming for Rapido. He wants this. Pota 2 is gonna get the kill in the end. And pretty much wipe out XERXIA with that high ground push. This mid lane, this mid lane is the Achilles heel for XERXIA.
It has been the Achilles heel for a lot of teams here during the BTS Pro Series Southeast Asia. I feel like everyone is kind of trying to test the limits just before the DPC starts, and in the mid lane it is where you usually tumble and get caught by the enemies. But yeah, this Elder Titan, once he gets level 20 and they crit, everyone just dies. That's how it goes. Mamang Daya runs in and people die. This is a hero you have to focus with everything you have, and XERXIA cannot be deep when the Elder Titan is close to respawning.
This is basically 3.5 levels until the big craziness starts from Mamang Daya. I would love to see a Blink Dagger on this guy. If he doesn't have the shard on the ET, the Blink Dagger would make this hero so hard to deal with.
Yeah, Blink would be better. Shard is cool, he has it now, but Blink is just straight up better. It's easier to maneuver with it. You don't have to
and less predictable.
You don't have to finish the Echo Stomp. Yeah. You will surprise the enemies the first time, but other than that, later on it's gonna come as surprise.
I think the best way to bait it is you have the shard. You first use your stomp on autocast, so you teleport and then you just run back. The next time they see you casting it, you don't appear, and then they're like, oh, he didn't come, and then you blink right after, and they're like, oh shit.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
That's if you want to play with their emotions.
That is definitely a sneaky play to do, because then you don't know which order, which ability is going to be coming out. Is he actually appearing? They are teleporting to the top lane, and I think they might know something. Oh, the AA Blast, they see Jacroy, and we've seen this happen multiple times already this game. And again, Jacroy just not enjoying his carry games today.
This is pretty much how he has died for the entirety of this game. Stun into stun and he dies. Something scouts him out this time around. It was the Ice Blast, so no potential for morphing. But anyways, even if it's a Hawk, it's a Ward or something, he's defending the tower. Every single time XERXIA are killing him in the same way. Start off with the fissure and then with the follow-up damage he dies.
Ah. Top lane push here for XERXIA. Should be able to get a tower, but they're also playing very cautious here. Meepo found himself a puck in the bot lane. Ta-da!
He used the phase shift, and then it was the perfect opportunity for Asa to jump.
This time he didn't press phase shift, and it was wow.
We went for the Earthbind cooldown. Considering you're playing against the Morphling, he's not gonna move. This Morphling is gonna be needing a BKB.
And you actually said Meepo wouldn't go for the second talent. He did go for the true striking targets. Probably because of the butterfly prep at some point of the game. Which is what I thought about, even though he hasn't actually revealed it at all to us. Jikroy will kill off Ken. A bit too deep in the lane.
He went for the talent that does nothing. Is there like a... no, there isn't even an Elven Tunic. So yeah, literally the only way you use it is against the Hoodwink. And that hero dies from just the AoE if she's close to the fight.
It's against the butterfly, which the Morphling could build. Because you're not building an MKB this game on this hero. Like you can see he's just building stats and other utility items. If you have an MKB in your talent, might as well, because that saves you an item slot.
I mean, Meepo always had issues with heroes that build butterfly, so it's nice having that talent actually, but yeah, Morphling is just way too weak in this game. He does get an Aghanim, so will be turning into a Shaker if he gets the opportunity.
Yeah. Technically, there's two things. You get 8 items on this hero. Oh, Shabanban gonna get caught. With this smoke, they find the first kill for themselves. Jikroy is now on the hunt. There's the Beastmaster, BKB to break the coil. Running away from Pota 2. And the ET Stomp. ET does show up, but not gonna be close enough. Yeah, so Meepo basically can have 8 items. He's got a talent to give him an MKB, and he's got the pack rat to give him an 8th.
Yeah, I can't wait for the pack rat. I want him to go for that one. The +1 clone makes a lot less sense against the Elder Titan. I think this is just amazing. It does come down to which items there are, and the tier 4s are gonna be coming out at kind of the same time where he hits level 25.
Alright, so we're still sitting at a tied net worth game. This has not been a lead for either team throughout these first 32 minutes of the final game of the day.
Does have an axe on the Meepo, that's big. You can wait out the Elder Titan a little bit. Dig, as far as I know, is instant, and it does apply a basic dispel.
Roshan is also back home.
Spawn? Hopefully they don't make the exact same mistake they did the last time to just walk into the pit, because that seems like a bad play. Just you know, an observation.
The AA blast has definitely been a nuisance, so I'm really just watching Jaja. Like, when does he actually cast the Ice Blast? They are already in the Roche pit. Is now the time? They're sharing gems and salves here while Roshan is falling. This is truly not the time. AA Blast is on its way. And we'll fly right next to the Roche pit. Mirana down is going to connect on Pota 2. Roshan is low on HP. It's not going to happen with the same combo, but Astus just going to go straight into the pit with the Meepo. Is he going to get the second Aegis? Yes, he will. The kill. Oh, no, Jikroy. It keeps on repeating. It keeps on repeating it. And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and it just continues to repeat. Oh, my goodness. Ken going to go with the Soul Ball to chase down the Mirana and into the pit. It is Mamang Daya. He wants to take down the Meepo. He's already lost the Aegis, and he's just slapping them down one by one. He's going to get X'd up, and now Asta versus his arch enemy. Mamang Daya down, making it 4 kills. Oh my goodness. Oh, maybe even another kill. Oh, Dusk actually in trouble here. They picked up the gem. He's going to keep the gem, and it's on there. And the courier from AA secured. Mission accomplished.
For a second, like that Hex lasted for like such a small amount of time. It should be a 3.5 second lockdown, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just losing my mind here. But yeah, very nice fight for XERXIA, given the task.
Oh no, ED bought back. Oh no, it's not gonna look good at all. This guy hits so goddamn hard. Oh, now he's gonna get the cleave talent as well as he hits level 20. Yep, there we go, 100%. ET buyback to take down the hero that stole Roshan from Spawn. Jikroy dying just in the same way as he's died this entire game, 8 times to a Fisher AA Blast Echo Slam. This time it wasn't even the AA Blast, it was just the Echo and the Fisher.
Can we get a Meepo Persona or Arcana where he's a hobbit, please? That would be so
What?
awesome. Yeah, man, he digs into the ground. He lives in the hole in the ground. He's a digger. It would be cool if he was a hobbit. And he's pretty much at that height as well, right?
Shouldn't he be a dwarf then?
Hobbits live in the holes in the ground.
But they built their holes on top of the earth. Okay, technically, yes. You're kind of right there. Dwarves live underground.
And then you can have like a ring or something, you know, ransack.
But that's the whole idea with the whole meeple thing. He's technically somewhat of a dwarf because he's a miner, or he's a geologic, whatever that's called again. I can't even remember the word for it. There's probably someone in Twitch chat who knows.
So more like hi-ho type of
A geomancer, like. That's the one.
Yeah.
I was like geologist. I was like, no, that's not what I'm looking for here.
The prize is mine.
Yeah, he does know the Earth's crust quite well, so you know maybe you can put him in that one as well. PhD in geology. Oh man, the divided we stand with the shard is so cool. Look at him. It's like they're just jumping towards.
Wait. Can be cast as long as there's a meeple within 300 cosmic to fling you towards a target. Okay, I haven't actually seen that.
They toss each other. Yeah, more of a dwarf. You're right. You're right. That's kind of a dwarf move. Okay, then a persona that looks like the 7 dwarfs, or at least some of them from the.
Oh no! All the meeples gonna get caught among the eyes here, and they're just gone. Here's the tip. Pota 2. He's been tipped a couple times this game. He's gonna tip him back.
That's a no buyback meepo. He bought a Shadow Blade to hunt people, but he's the one that has been hunted, and there is no reason for Spawn to stop with this push, other than Jacroy again getting destroyed from 100 to 0. This is the time to fight for XERXIA. You don't have a meepo, so Mamang Daya isn't as strong. So if there was ever a time to fight this hero, it's now.
Mamang Daya has been having so much fun playing this Elder Titan hero. Like every time you get a matchup like this, you have so much fun. Oh, Beastmaster, Sharpshooter, BKB has already popped though. Jacroy, not Jacroy again. Okay, this time he actually survives the combo. He does get the stole ball onto the Tusk. He's down. The Echo Slap takes him down. The Rapido with the help of Xiaobonbon. Mamang Daya will take down Rapido at least, and now he's being interrupted by Ken. Wait, where did he go? Oh. Okay, he got kicked at the same time. I just wondered, like, where did the Elder Titan actually disappear in our monitors? But he's still there. Meanwhile, Tusk is being bullied by the puck, and Xiaobonbon just can't get the Fisher out on time. Okay, that's a complete miss. He's already on top of Jaja, and that will be another hero down. Spawn looking for that one big point for themselves, but it's still gonna be behind a bit of work. A little bit more is required.
Mamang Daya is back. There is a meepo back in the play, but if you don't catch this Elder Titan, you're still gonna get absolutely destroyed.
Just looking at the Echo Stomp.
They found him.
Spirit. Oh no! Yeah, he's going straight for the Elder Titan. He's down to 300 HP. He barely gets off the sleep, and he's gonna get this big buff for himself. He's got 800 right-click damage, but he's gonna have to run away. Pota 2 able to dodge Bushwhack. Beautiful to lol. He's got a lot of meepos on the line. They're all hanging in the air. Xiaobonbon goes down, and Meepo all by himself. He's down. He's gone. He ain't gonna be coming back. I think that should be game where Spawn is gonna tie up the series. What? Oh, here comes the BM. Here comes the BM. Oh, the trash talk is on. Oh yeah. Pota is so mad.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the admins have something to say about that, but at least they're giving us a fun show for the end here. Yep, Dougie, you gotta watch out for that. You gotta keep your mouth in check here. Imagine losing to a level 1 meepo. All right, they get themselves a lane of racks, and they're not actually calling GG yet. Where the show's gonna continue for a little bit longer.
You know, the enemies kind of trash talking like that, it's okay. I don't mind it. Not the biggest fan, but Asta kind of got a hit into his teammates as well, because he said, I won every single time against you when I was in TNC. Like, my trash team right now isn't allowing me to win. He didn't really say that, but that's
He's
how he
insinuating,
as
yeah.
well. Yeah.
We might be bottom of the groups, but I used to beat you back in the day. But at least they're, I mean, they're having fun, you know. They were like, pick whatever you want. Like, there's nothing that's really going to change our standings in the groups anyway. We're not going to the playoffs, so you play what you want. Pick me Meepo. Okay, I'll play Meepo. And then they're trying to make it actually work. And it's been a lot of unison between Jaja and Zhao Bonbon. Honestly, these guys are just tormenting Jacroy. He's 3-9-12 on the Morphling, second in net worth. But no matter Meepo or not, these two guys have been having a lot of fun this game.
And Jacroy is winning the game and he's not having fun. He's close to the top of the net worth chart and still he's just being blown up every single time. It's a smoke on smoke action, but again, Elder Titan needs to die. He's a little bit too tanky to be blown from just the Hex. You need the roar as well.
All right, they're gonna go in. Poda, he's gonna, of course, he's got the Meepo in the coil. He is gonna live through it though. Among Daya already targeting. He knows who he wants here. Again.
Panda, who got into whose head here? Is it the Meepo that's going to be making mistakes, or is it the puck?
Exactly, all right. Well, I mean, they can still potentially punish for it. They actually got a bit of a push going on down in the mid lane, but sadly, the back door, the rat attempt is not going to work out for Rapido. It's a valiant effort.
Roche is up. It's a...
another steal. Another steal incoming.
Okay, now we see some nice words coming out from players. Sorry. Like, sorry. Thank you. Those are the key words that you should be using, and I think those are the words that are used the most in Dota.
His teammates are tipping puck. He's saying sex sorry. Yeah, let's take this time to tip our mid player.
I know how it is when you have that one guy that is mad at a player that they had like a pub 2 days ago and they're mad at each other, and then you're scrimming or playing an official, and suddenly, just for no reason, he just writes something in all chat, and then you're like, how about you shut up now and be nice to the enemy. So yeah, Spawn, they did get Pora2 in check. XERXIA, they did get Asta in check, and there's hopefully not gonna be any more trash talk here between the two.
At least they do spot the Beastmaster inside the jungle, so they did have an idea about XERXIA's positioning there, with the coil already used onto the Meepo earlier on too. And it's now XERXIA taking a wraparound. Radiant Scan though is going to be spotting him, so Elder Titan, he's out of there. Let me show you a magic trick.
Is he?
Gotta get caught in the lane.
I like this. Tusk saw that when it comes to punches, he is not on par on the Elder Titan, and then he's like, I'm gonna use my legs.
Right into the Roche pit. There go Mamang Daya coming in with the buyback once again. Pora2. Moonlight Shadow is being used. They have some Meepo illusions in the pit. These could be just enough to kite. Is Pora2 gonna fall for it? No, the Gleipnir doesn't even kill it. Jacroy on the high ground. Got a connection on two. They see Ken. Ken is going to be the target of the coil. He's still in the coil. Pora2, there's a sharpshooter. He takes a lot of damage from this hoodwink. And then the Elder Titan gets to sleep out onto the Tusk. Pora2 will clear him out. Jacroy battling against the Meepo illusion here. Illusions on illusions fight right now.
Welcome to Natural Order, Panda. That's just insane how much damage the sharpshooter did with the Natural Order.
Oh, they got the roar. They got the puck. Pora2. Oh, are they going to get some tips? Oh, he's going to fly back. We're still in the middle of a fight. We ain't going to see anything special. Lapido, he BKB, secures the gem, and gets back home.
No Echo means that the Roche is gone. That's a big thing. Echo not there for 95 seconds, no Tusk for 40. You go for a push straight ahead right after this Roche, and there's a minute until the glyph. You might even get towards the enemy base before that one is out.
Oh, and into the Roche pit they go. There's going to be a Roshan falling. And Jacroy with the cheese in his backpack. Elder Titan, the big Meepo killer, gets the Aegis.
Yep, he's the most important one. Though Jacroy is like, yeah, I would love to get that because I'm just being destroyed. But he finds the DD on the Morphling. Okay, now we have 2 guys that are hitting over 500 per hit.
Oh yeah, that's a spicy one. But does Jacroy get the hit? Is he gonna get blown up again?
He has a blink. They want to jump. Spawn wants to jump, and this is a good time to do so. Without the Echo, XERXIA don't have that big team fight spell.
That DD is slowly running out. XERXIA playing safely. Way behind, in front of the tier 4 towers. Delul ready for the jump in. Karma is gonna show himself. The creeps are kind of far away. Yeah, that's the DD running out.
Spawn are being afraid of jumping in because they don't have a buyback on their Elder Titan in the puck. Even with an Aegis, you lose the fight, you possibly lose the game. Meepo, one of the fastest pushers in the game, especially when you have a Beastmaster on your side. It's understandable that you're being quite hesitant about going for this one. So even with the 20k gold lead and a direct counter to the Meepo, it is still hard. And he has the pack rat. Okay, let's see which items he's sporting.
Yeah, he's not revealing what he wants to buy yet. Plus, he can still get rid of the Aghanim Scepter and open up another slot. Sadly, his meepos don't actually gain any benefits, so you would not be off with an Aeon Disc. Something that allows you to still fight. I don't know, the BKB doesn't really help the meepo either. I don't. It's pretty difficult. It's pretty difficult to decide. Maybe he just goes for some kind of right-click damage item. Maybe he buffs up the hero a little bit. Like, might as well just rapier or something like that. You know?
Shadows, take us.
Yeah, I
can't think of a really good item on the meepo except it's like Bloodthorn, maybe an aura item. I don't know if you want to build AC, rapier, Dagon. No, Dagon's probably gonna be garbage.
Bloodthorn makes sense.
Bloodthorn would help the team and him kill targets.
Especially the other Titan from 100 to 0. If you get on top of him, you just destroy him in a second.
Okay, trying to push out the bottom wave. While there are creeps entering the base of XERXIA. Spawn still attempting to breach the high ground. Jacroy, level 24. He's getting to that 25 talent. Waveform cooldown would be very useful for him.
Yeah, most definitely. He needs it. He needs to be a little bit more mobile. But 35 strength actually in this game, considering he's being blown up, the extra HP might help. Nah, it doesn't help you. You still die. You still die. You need to be more mobile in the fights, I think.
Alright, well, still a bit of a waiting game. There's still 1.5 minutes of Aegis.
You would ideally want to make a move with that, but Elder Titan is not really the hero that pushes. I think what Spawn are doing with the Aegis are trying to buy enough time for their buybacks to come back. But then how do you really end this game if you're Spawn? It's looking very tough for them to do so.
Yeah, it's definitely looking pretty tough. All 5 buybacks are off for XERXIA. I mean, it is their last game, so I guess they just want to enjoy the last moments here. Probably going to be taking a break after this game.
They want to play. They want to play forever. It's a good way to end the day with tier 5 items. Obviously, we're so far away from them right now, but with the pace that this is going, it doesn't look like Spawn are able to find an opening, and XERXIA don't want to leave their base.
Yeah. It is a waiting game.
What are they waiting for, though? I'm clicking on the heroes. I'm trying to find an item that is going to change things. Maybe this E-Blade potential on the Hoodwink just to be able to blow people up with the natural order plus the E-Blade and the Boomerang. I don't know. You deal like 2,000 damage, so...
Yeah, I mean, that could work. There's the Silver Edge for Meepo. What are you breaking, though? ET?
It's just for hunting. It's just for hunting.
I mean, you could break the ET, too.
It's nice. It is nice, actually. He gets on top of you, you get your armor back. And you can actually sustain through the heavy physical damage.
Yeah.
until
And
you
it's
kill him.
useful. It's useful mid-fight. I don't think it's a great opener because usually everything that Spawn has is a setup. So if you're able to pop it mid-fight, you get your armor back. It makes a huge difference to actually surviving the right clicks of Jacroy. The Hoodwink doesn't blow you up, then of course the Elder Titan doesn't just straight up smack you dead.
But the Silver Edge is still a good hunting item. A little bit better than the Shadow Blade. So that is there's that, you know, lower cooldown. So it does make sense that you're gonna be able to move around the map a bit faster. And of course the damage is always nice. Not huge for a Meepo, but it does make a difference.
We've had some pretty fun action in this game, but this last 5 minutes has just been a farm fest and choking out XERXIA more in their base as Spawn's just taking over the map. So it's a bit of a waiting feeling still.
Yeah, you're right. We need nostalgia here about the previous fights because now it's just straight up.
It's
boring
drying up,
time.
right? You know?
Yeah. Yeah, come on, XERXIA, they are listening to us. They're like, we don't want anyone to be bored as we're playing Dota. That's why they picked the Meepo, and that's why they're going for a fight.
Hey, and they're gonna find the Hoodwink here. And that's gonna be Asta to pick off one hero. Coil does connect on a couple of Meepos. Maybe this is what they were looking for. Jacroy diving in. He's got a lot of damage to provide. They're gonna go down. Mamang Daya slaps down the Meepo, and Ken is isolated. Jacroy just right-clicking away. There's a snowball. It's gonna be onto the Hoodwink. He gets the blink out with his BKB, and he's gonna try to teleport, but he's not gonna be able to. Also, no buyback on him.
I actually don't know how that Bushwhack missed. I was 100% certain it connects. Arrow, barely missing him. Bushwhack seems like as well. But in the end, they still find him. He almost survived there. And that would have been really good if he did, because as you mentioned, he has no buyback. He decided to buy a BKB.
Right outside of the base, Jacroy has his Swift Blink. A lot of attack speed. He's gonna dive deep for the Beastmaster. Nice attempt there, turning into, or any assistance from the puck at least. Damage blow. Here comes Chop on Bon and Oko. Oh, yeah, it feels so bad to beat Jacroy.
We knew that's what was gonna happen.
I'm guessing he's somewhere. God damn it! He's smashing the table right now. This is the. He's tied to this combo every single time. And a Shaker coming in with a buyback. Porta 2, backing away.
They want to chase.
Ah, he's stunned. 3-man stun, actually holding them on the spot, but just their heroes are too slow. Oh, Jaja. Oh, he walked outside of the base. He's gonna get finished off by an arrow. Gem down on the ground. Can't get to it.
They only saw one hero that got stunned. That's why XERXIA weren't going forward. They didn't know that the other ones were being held in place as well. If they knew, I think they commit at least onto the Mirana.
Yeah, also thinking maybe the Hoodwink could have attempted to jump. Sorry, the Meepo could have attempted to jump on the Hoodwink in the lane, but no, he's just gonna let him walk away. And he's going for the blessing, so we will find out the 2 missing items for the Meepo. One for the inventory, one for the neutral item slot. I mean, Titan Sliver is also pretty good as a neutral item, but maybe he'll tell us in time what he still wants to build. Asta.
XERXIA can get out of the map.
Oh,
They don't even have tier 4 items.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, they're missing a couple.
Just give the Aegis to the Morphling. Please, please give it to Jacroy. Wait for him. He has deserved it. He has tanked the beating every single time in this game.
Roshan now down at half HP. Morphling making his way in. Is it going to be Mamang Daya taking one again? Is it Porta 2? Like, I don't want to die to these guys anymore.
Jacroy. Yeah.
Alright, Jacroy into the pit, and for the Aegis. Puck also picks up the Aghanims.
Is he the only one that doesn't have it? Yeah, he's the only one that doesn't have it. It's not like the best stacks, but the Puck is gonna have the Dream Coil Rapid Fire fairly soon. He has 200 damage, so it's nothing to laugh at. There it is.
There's a lot of damage to give, and yeah, Porta 2, he does now actually reveal Invis Hero, so if he just spams Waning Rift, it's still a 9-second cooldown, but that will actually reveal the Invis Oh, that's a lot of damage onto Ken.
And
Yeah,
he's
it's
their
gone.
main base defense hero. He's the one that needs to kick people back.
XERXIA keeping them back. They're getting coiled up by the puck, and again, sharpshooter being loaded up. They were suspecting to get themselves an easy, quick kill. Pedo ends up taking 1,000 damage from that sharpshooter. Now working their way towards the second lane of Rax. Meanwhile, the puck just jumping the back line. The lull coming in with the Gleipnir into the bushwhack. Another sharpshooter. And that is actually gonna take him down. He's got so much more damage with it too. He used a refresher for it. Kind of caught them off guard. Surprised them a little bit there. Poda 2 jumping in on the Beastmaster. He's slowed up. He has to BKB. XERXIA throwing a couple hits in. Yeah, there's not much left in the XERXIA base. What can Meepo do? Karma. Just hiding in the tree line. He's not going to show himself. The lull. Woke up this Earthshaker. Force him out of the fountain. Yeah, they're going to go for the Meepo. They want all. They want everything. XERXIA is going to go down with the Aegis, but he's still going to keep his life intact as he shows up a second time among the Yahis. Now the GG call finally comes out, and that is going to be Spawn team tying up the series 1-1 and ending XERXIA's tournament run here.
Poda 2 really used this Aghanim Scepter there quite nicely. I mean, he was always pushing people back, and they found so many openings because of it. But overall, after like 40 minutes into the game, I think XERXIA couldn't leave their base. So it was bound to happen, their loss, but it was just the question when it's gonna come out. The only way I could see Spawn losing is if they make some crucial mistakes, get together with multiple heroes, and then the Echo Slam destroys them. But if they just play like carefully, like they did right now, there's just no way.
Yeah, Spawn team just finding the better tools this game. It was in the end it was a bit of an outdraft, but. A lot of mistakes happening on their side. XERXIA didn't really get to play the game. Just the distance of all the CC that they had on the side of XERXIA, starting off with the Fissure into the AA blasts, just kind of dropping the capability of this Morphling in this game, because it was looking like, okay, Meepo is shut down, but wait, Morphling is also shut down, so both of the carries are not having a great time. This game could actually stretch out to be a very long one, and I mean, in terms of an outdraft, it is the ET versus the Meepo. Well, I think we can all agree on that that is just a straight-up counter to it. But they would be much stronger in terms of scaling. You only have one source of damage on XERXIA's side, and that's also just throughout your combo. It didn't feel like Meepo really additions to the team as much when you were that far into the game.
And Meepo was the only core on his side, and when you look at the Spawn team, you have Elder Titan, Hoodwink, Puck. All of them did quite a lot in this game, and even the Mirana there did as much damage as the Morphling had the Aghanim Scepter, so was contributing quite a lot to the fights. In the end, got the Wind Waker to save the Morphling, but at that point there was the Aegis, so XERXIA, he didn't need saving any longer.
Well, I mean, I don't think there's much to say. We've had a very long day. We've been casting for 10 hours, so I honestly think all the people working at BTS, our mods, our casters, we're going to be needing a break after this. But also you guys, take a bit of a breather too. We're going to be back tomorrow for 3 more series of the group stages, and then we close out the groups for BTS, and we start our playoffs on Tuesday. So tomorrow, the last 3 series. Don't sleep on them. Don't miss out on them. We'll see you then. So until then, everybody, take care of yourselves. Good nights, and bye-bye.